up, world? And welcome to the Mecca of Mastery TV. I am your host, Mecca. If it is your mission to become the greatest version of yourself in every area of life, then you, my soul friend, are in the right place. I'm so excited about this episode because in this video, we are speaking about personal and spiritual development. And the topic of this video is becoming spiritually responsible. Let's get straight into the video. Becoming spiritually responsible, being spiritually responsible. Now, before I get into the drip of this video, make sure you make it official. If you are not already a family member here at Mecca Mastery TV, hit that subscribe button so you never miss any updates, because I am dropping this weekly food for your soul every single Monday, honey. It is soul food, all right? So, yep, hit the link in the bio. Okay, so being spiritually responsible. What do I mean by this? First of all, I like to get straight into my videos. I do not beat around the bush with the information. I do not beat around the bush with the advice, with, sharing my experience, because, baby, we get straight to the point. What I mean by being spiritually responsible is this. There's two ways to be responsible. There's the external responsibility, the human, the five sense reality responsibility, and then there's being spiritually responsible. And the reason why I wanted to make this video and talk about this was because just me reflecting on my own journey with a lot of things that I have been through in my life, where I was basically experiencing blockages in many areas of my life. Experiencing blockages in my relationships, experiencing blockages in my finances, just blockage in general, right? And so when I got down to the root cause of what was at the foundation of these blockages, I realized that it was me not being really spiritually responsible. Like, externally, my life was put together. I looked good, you know what I'm saying? My body was great. My skin was popping. My relationship was beautiful. I was saying all the right things. I'm reading the right books. Like, externally, everything was in order. I was very, 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 I got like OCD, very neat, very particular, very organized in many senses, right? But internally, I was not being spiritually responsible. And I kept having certain experiences come up in my life that I didn't want. And I was asking myself, why do I continue to have these specific experiences that I don't want, these unwanted experiences? Why is it an aspect of myself that I do not like? And it just keep on, I keep on just like rendezvousing, dancing with it. It's like dancing with the devil. And so when I looked deeply into it, what I realized was it was because I wasn't being spiritually responsible. So I wanted to just dive deeper into what being spiritually responsible is, and how you can go about being spiritually responsible, and why you need to apply it to your life, right? So being spiritually responsible is being intentional. It's as clear as that. It's being intentional, but mainly living from the space of your truth in every area of your life. Let me give you an example, because this was an example that I had. No, an experience that I had. I was dealing with men when it came to dating. And then I was dating different type of men, right? And then I will have these experiences with these men where they were just flipping act crazy. And then they will bring so much drama and like havoc to my life and heavy energy, right? But I will have these men, like I had two guys in my life when I was dating, basically say something to me like, okay, I like you, even though I told them that I don't see them in that way and that I'm healing from a breakup and all of that. They're like, okay, okay. And they will continue to show up and do the things that they needed to do, right? They showed up, well, that they wanted to do, right? Not that they needed, because they didn't need to do anything. That they wanted to do, spending money on me and taking me shopping and bringing me food and calling me every morning and giving me that good morning text, stuff like that, right? And so I was accepting this. One of my love languages is gifts. But vibrationally and spiritually, energetically, I knew that this was wrong. Because if I knew that I didn't have, so to speak, that much of an interest in that person, I shouldn't have been accepting their gifts. So I was being spiritually irresponsible. So you get what I'm saying, what spiritual irresponsible means, and being spiritually responsible means, right? I was being spiritually irresponsible. Why? Because vibrationally, I knew what was going on. No matter what was being broadcasted on the surface level, in the external reality, deep down, I knew what was going on. So this is my thing to you. There are some things that's going on in your life that are unwanted, and you keep having these experiences and these patterns happen over and over and over. And you're like, why do I keep having to deal with this? This is some BS. Because if you look deep, there's somewhere, I guarantee, somewhere 9 times out of 10 that you are being spiritually irresponsible. Oh, on the vibration, on the surface, it looked like it's right, but energetically, you know that you're supposed to be doing something else. Energetically, okay, energetically, spiritually, you know the right things that you should be doing, what's correct. Your intentions is not aligning up. Your internal intentions is not aligning with your external reality and your external intentions. That's when you know you are being spiritually irresponsible. When your internal intentions are not aligning with your external intentions. And you want to be spiritually responsible because you want to be in alignment. You're doing all this work to become a whole person, right? We do all this work. We do all this meditating. We do these healings. We listen to the word, and we read the Bible, and we pray, and we fast. We do Ramadan. We do water fast. We work with our crystals. We go to church, we get a therapist, we do Reiki, we do sound healer, we do all of these things so we can become better, so we can become whole, so we can become full. But it's not going to matter if you're doing all the external things, all the correct external things, but internally you are still being spiritually irresponsible. That is the biggest blockage. Nothing is going to truly align for you. Nothing is going to truly manifest for you if you know that you are not being spiritually responsible. Let me give you an example. One of my examples is, all right, Mecca, I know it was times that, like, right after my breakup, when there was certain guys that was calling me and something, or I had an ex-fling with, I didn't really want to deal with them. Like, I remember I had a guy, I went over his house and I spent the night, whatever. I knew, even though it's been over 2 or 3 years since being with him, I just knew that nothing had changed. So when I went and spent the night over his house, and I was fighting him up off of my body all night long, I was so tired the next day, couldn't even focus in the gym completely. My day felt like I was just drained trying to do my work. I'm like huffing and puffing, I'm distracted, I'm scrolling on social media, because here I thought, I'm about to go over to this friend's house, we about to have a good time, we used to be together, we're going to watch a movie, we're going to sleep together, cuddle. No, he was bothering me all night long, kept on trying to have sex with me, kept touching me, kept just violating me, right? And even though I communicated to him verbally, externally, this is the external, I communicated and verbally said, look, I don't want this. Like, this is not what I'm on. So if I come over there, just know we're on the same page. He said, okay. But vibrationally, I knew that it wasn't going to be that way. I knew that that wasn't going to be the case. I knew that it didn't feel right. So I was being spiritually irresponsible when in reality, I was feeling lonely, when really I wasn't lonely. I just needed to allow those feelings to pass through me, those emotions of loneliness to pass through. And I should have kept my butt in the house, did what I needed to do in the house, paint, whatever, go take a nap, go to sleep. And I would have woke up and had a better day. Okay. But no, of course I learned my lesson, but at the same time, bam. That's another thing. It was a blockage. So another day I had to push some stuff around or get this done, or I couldn't do what I needed to do later in the day because I had to push my work towards the end of the night because whatever. You know what I'm saying? Being spiritually irresponsible. So I want you to sit down and go over every area of your life and think to yourself, what is the reality here? What is my level of satisfaction in my personal development, my nutrition, with my relationships, when it comes to my finances, at my job, my career, in my business, you know what I'm saying? In my relationships, in my spirituality. And ask yourself, how you've been moving in your life. Have you really been spiritually responsible? Like, you know the truth. You'll do something. Yes, it might be like this on the surface. Yes, somebody might say, okay, we can be friends. I love you. We are good friends. But you know deep down inside that you shouldn't be hanging around that girl or that guy. You know it. So being spiritually responsible is tuning into and tapping into your intuition talking to you. Listening to the guidance. That guidance voice within you that's telling you or hell yeah. Okay? Because that's going to unlock your desires. That's going to really, really tap you in. That's when you get into a deep space of alignment, when you begin to become spiritually responsible. And with that being said, that's all I have for you. And I pray that you love this video and you share this with somebody that you care about. Because we always say here at Mecca Mastery TV that sharing is caring. As always, if you want coaching from me, you can go ahead and click the link in the description box below and book your Pick My Brain session. Or you can just email me directly at meccabookings@gmail.com. Also, email me if you would like any advice, because I love to just help my fellow soul beings, okay? And if you're on social media, make sure you follow me on these social media platforms that you see here on the screen. And make sure you check out my website at meccafreeman.com so you never miss a wide range of food that I have for your soul, like 21-day healing plans, manifestation ritual guides, and so much more. And you, my soul friend, you, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do anything, because you can do whatever you put your mind, your body, and your soul to. I am sending my love, light, peace, tranquility, high vibrations, good-ass vibes, and high frequencies your way. Until next time, I see you in the next episode with peace and love. See you.